Breaking news that we have just learned about, that the Justice Department has indicted former FBI Director James Comey for a second time. How are you seeing this?
Well, look, I think the indictment was dissolved after the federal judge said that the attorney who led to the indictment of him on these charges of lying to Congress shouldn't have been there to begin with. So basically, in a technicality, that indictment was done away with. We got to keep in mind, though, these are federal grand juries that hand up the indictment. It is not the Justice Department indicting. It is a grand jury that's heard testimony. And now we'll see what happens. If James Comey lied to Congress about the Russia hoax, then
this
he needs
is
to be held
about the
accountable.
seashells, though. This is about the picture that he put up of the seashells that say 8647. Where he wrote in the caption, "Cool shell formation on my beach walk." Is that serious enough to merit? He ended up taking that down and saying he didn't realize
Why did
that some
he take
folks.
it down,
He said that he didn't realize some folks associated it with violence and that he opposed violence of any kind.
Well, James Comey is a very intelligent man. I would assume he knows what the term 86 means. I was a waiter for some time. When you 86 an order, you kill the order. When you 86-45, that is tantamount to saying killing the President of the United States. He should have known that.
When you 86 an order, you get rid of the order, right?
Correct.
But you're not actually, you're not killing the food. I just want to be clear. When you
kill the order. It's the same principle, Brianna. We can agree to disagree.
I hear what you're saying, but there could be room for debate on that. And certainly.
Why even put something out there like that?
I mean, a very good question. But a very good question.
But
do you indict over it? Is my question.
I have not seen this specific indictment. What is the charge? What is the charge?
The charge at this point. Let's see.
I don't mean to put you on the spot.
No, that's
I haven't
okay.
seen
I'm
this.
going through exactly our wire here.
Is it a threat to the United States?
They haven't posted it. This is our exclusive that he's been indicted. So we're just waiting to see what the charge is. But we know that it has to do with this picture that he posted.
I will say this. This is a much larger discussion that we're having in America right now to tone down the rhetoric. We need to unite as a nation and saying to 86, the President of the United States, whether you think kill or to cancel or whatever, it has no place in the public discourse.
A great conversation to have.
We need to keep this conversation going. I am determined as a member of Congress. I've been thinking about this a lot. What can I do personally? I have a communication directive that I sent out last week to our staff before this attempt on the president's life or his cabinet this past weekend, that we're going to start being positive. No more negative, no more name calling. I've tried not to do that in the past. We don't need that. I'm not going to agree with everyone in Congress, but I'm going to talk to people in Congress, and I'm going to listen to my constituents and other members of Congress, whether they be Republican, Independent, Democrat, politically agnostic. We've got to listen, reflect, and respond.
A good aim. Congressman Mark Alford, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it.